is the new leader of the Sinquefield Cup, Fabiano Caruana.
Well, he'd been languishing for a little while, then he won a game and tied for first. But now he's won yet another and burst ahead of the rest of the pack. Fabiano Caruana in first place. Fabi, tell us about this opening. You played very quickly in the very beginning, and then he played a move that had you stopping to think for a little bit, but then the game proceeded and you took control.
Yeah, I just noticed that Wesley played this line against Vichy in Blitz.
We noticed too. Yeah, we looked at the research. We thought you were following this line.
Yeah, it's an interesting line. I think also
Alexander Lindemann, I think, was the one who threw this out as well.
I think also Onishuk has played a number of games in this line. With Queen A4, I think he played against Naroditsky in the U.S. Championship.
We didn't find any games in the exact position.
Well, not with Bishop D7, but with Knight D5.
Yes, with Knight D5.
Which is the move which is most commonly played. And Bishop D7, okay, Queen C2 was what Wesley played, but I think that Bishop G5 is just much more challenging. I mean, it was briefly checked today. Okay, A5 is probably not a good move. I mean, Black has some options after Bishop G5, but he is under a lot of positional pressure. And especially if you don't know the position, it's actually very unpleasant. And I thought that I just got a very nice position. I mean, I thought maybe Bishop C3 is not necessary. You can play Bishop D6, Queen C4, A4. It's still rather unpleasant, but I mean, at least he avoids the exact torture in the game where I have the open B file and he can't ever really improve his position. But what he did is, it can't be so bad. I mean, he's not more than slightly worse here.
So take us to the next few moves.
Yeah, Queen D8.
Where do you think that it became much worse?
I think that he played quite well for the next few moves. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I played the best, but anyway, I think I played normal moves. Yeah, Bishop C6, take, Queen B5. I don't know if Queen A8 is necessary. When the Queen goes to A8, the Rook on A7 almost always ends up getting shut out. And it really, a lot of lines Black experiences tactical problems because the Rook on A7, it can only go to A5, but you end up with a weak back rank, surprisingly. But I don't know if it's a bad move. I just thought that he should kind of keep more of a central presence. But anyway, I mean, it can't be that bad. I think we played logical moves. I think E5 was a good move, and after D5, I thought that Knight A5 was the correct choice. Because Queen A4, Knight B7, I think he should be happy to get rid of this pawn. Even if he doesn't take on A3, he should be happy to get rid of this, just to get some sort of blockade with Knight C5. And if I have a lot of options without taking, but nothing very clear-cut, because if I move my knight now, then Knight B3 comes. C5 is no longer very good because the Rook takes D5. And kind of importantly, there's no Queen E8 mate here. With the Knight on B8 there is, so C5 is not working out anymore. And I was thinking like maybe Rook D1 or something is possible, just keeping the option of Knight E4 after Knight B7 and some positional pressure, but nothing which shouldn't be manageable. But of course, Black will have to suffer for a long time with no clear upside. But then the game, Knight B8, this just allows me, I think, a very strong move, C5, which kind of immediately caught my eye because it's, I mean, I don't want him to get Knight E7. I'd rather open the position while all his pieces are misplaced.
So first error was Knight B8. He's going to make a bigger error soon. But.
Yeah, I thought there were some nice lines, like if Queen D5 instead of Rook A5. Here I play CB6. Queen B5 is forced. And B takes A7.
That's nasty.
And I even thought like Queen B1, Knight B1 is the most accurate. And just take on C7. Yeah, this is horrible. So after C5, I thought maybe, yeah, this is losing. So I thought maybe C5, B, C5, which is ugly, but I don't know if Black should already be in a state of desperation. Because the point is Queen C5, Knight A6. And then next move he'll play Rook D5. And although it looks awkward and might not even be good, it's still, I have to prove that I'm going to have a strong initiative for the pawn. So I was planning instead Rook C5, and then Knight D7, Rook C6, something like this. But I still thought it's there's still plenty to calculate. But if I do consolidate with e4, he'll be busted. I mean, just everything weak. But in the game, it looked even worse. I mean, rook a5, yeah, queen b2. This is all forced. Knight c4, rook c5. I think queen b6 is a very strong move. Because knight b6 is the most natural move. Rook c1, queen b3, and it's still... I mean, queen b3 is probably the only move to keep his pawns. It's still a fight. I thought queen b3, rook b1 is very strong, but anyway... now here rook b1, rook d3. And this is probably going to be a draw. But like rook b1 immediately, instead of queen b3. But it's hard to know if this is... It's very close to being nothing. Like rook d1, take, queen takes king g2. It's probably still bad for black, but, you know, it's basically a matter of one tempo. Yeah, king g2, knight c6, and like queen, I guess, b5. But anyway, I once I saw queen b6, I didn't spend any more time on this. I just started calculating it, and at first it seemed like the tactics weren't working in my favor, but every time with each line I calculated, the tactics started working more and more in my favor. Like knight c6, at first it looks like a very consolidating move, but then knight b2 comes, rook c1, and rook d1 is a threat. The knight is hanging, and a4 is hanging, so I think he's busted here. Just too many threats. And then I thought the main move was rook 5 to c8, which almost looks like it just equalizes at first. But then I noticed knight d6. Knight d7, knight c8, kind of, or rook c8 and knight c8 picks up the queen with the knight e7, and
let's show that line.
Knight c8, knight e7, winning the exchange.
At least.
Well, I win back the exchange, and then I just clean up. And so now he has to take and play rook f8. I guess he had to go for this, which has a tactical justification that knight c8 he has queen d2 and he doesn't lose on the spot. But I think I have just so many good moves here. I thought even like just rook c7 dominating everything, and my king, he has no perpetuals, no options of perpetual, just slowly should be killing. Or maybe I could just trade queens and win the pawn and win this ending. I mean, but still, I would have to work hard for the win. While in the game, he just blundered with f6.
Yeah, f6 was... Did your eyes just light up when f6 occurred?
I mean, this move just looked wrong on many levels. I assume there's more than one refutation here, but I didn't bother calculating more than rook d1 because the move kind of immediately jumped out.
Are you surprised by how poorly he's performing at this tournament? Because he's not really playing very well either. He just looks like not Sergey.
Yeah, he's having a bad tournament. I mean, he was also suffering in the Blitz. He didn't play at his normal level, which is kind of, I mean, it happens sometimes. You're just in bad form. You know? It's, I mean, every player can empathize with a player for whom nothing is going right in the tournament. You know, but I'm still happy that I managed to take advantage
Right, that's
of it.
not your problem, obviously. Well, were you paying attention to the game Grischuk Carlsen? Because we all just thought death is going to come to Carlsen. How many ways can he die? And then all of a sudden, the game turns around in just a few moves and it's a draw.
Yeah, I assumed it was winning, but it always did look kind of messy. I didn't spend too much time calculating lines, but I assumed that White should be objectively winning at some point, and then I looked back at the board a few minutes later, and I saw this position after rook a4, and it no longer looked like anything.
Yeah, you would have been 2 points away from Magnus on the number one spot in the world, which has not changed in 8 years. But you do get a shot at him tomorrow. What should we expect from tomorrow's battle? Everybody's been waiting for the Super Saturday matchup between the two of you, as you guys will be playing a match for the World Championship title. You're now in first place as well, so that does factor into it a little bit.
Yeah, I assume he'll be trying very hard to get into the lead. I mean, it's an important game in general, but also very important in terms of the tournament standings. So, so I assume he'll try quite hard in this game.
And you?
I mean, I'll also try hard.
Going for the win or just play the position?
I mean, that's not how I play. I just play normally. If chances arise, then I'll try to take them. But I'm also playing black, so it's not like you get better positions automatically with black. You know, if chances come, then I'll try to take them. But otherwise, you know, a draw would also be quite a good result.
We look forward to that matchup tomorrow. Congratulations on taking the lead and your win, and get your rest and your preparation in.
Thank you.